Yo, hello Warriors of Light. Welcome to another video where I'm going to go over what was announced at FanFest. But we're getting helped by Quasi here. Quasi made a video, everything you need to know. And I thought this would just be easier. I can make a reaction because I do want to know. I haven't watched this video. I do want to know what he says, what he thinks about the new Final Fantasy XIV expansion. So I'm very curious to see what he thinks and everything like that. So we're going to react to it. He's an awesome guy. He makes great videos. He does Final Fantasy XIV videos. He does WoW videos. He's a Giga Chad. All right. He's an ultimate gamer. All right. But yeah, I'm very curious. He's a big 14 fan as well. Curious what he says about it. Also, this is a nice video for me to get a recap of everything because I was watching ExileCon and FanFest at the same time, and it was a lot of content, a lot of watching, trying to remember everything, and I need a refresher, because I thought, oh, I'll go through, but I see Quasi made a nice video. I love his videos. I thought, let's do a little reaction video, and I want to talk about what I think about all the new features that are coming so far that we have. But yeah, let's let Quasi talk here.
So hyped to make this video. This is everything you need to know that was announced at the keynote for the FanFest for the new Final Fantasy expansion for 7.0 Dawntrail. Let's dive right in. Yoshi-P mentioned that he will try to get it out as soon as possible in the summer, but just keep in mind it's over the summer, people.
Yeah, because just so you guys know, it was funny. What was it? Didn't he say that Endwalker was going to come out in fall? And it was literally like the end of November. I think it was fall, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but you guys can comment down below. But I think he said like Endwalker's coming out in fall, and it was like literally the end of November. So summer 2024. It could be the beginning, could be the middle, could be the end. I don't know. The only thing that I'm hoping and praying, I'm a Path of Exile player as well, is please, for the love of God, do not. I don't want the PoE 2 beta or PoE 2 release on the same time as Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. Please. All right. Please. all right. So that's what I'm hoping.
Naturally hedging for some leeway in terms of announcement dates here. Yoshi-P firstly said that he knows based on the trailer, and if you guys haven't watched the Dawntrail trailer, go watch the official one.
The trailer's really good.
On this channel as well. But he mentioned that he knows this is a very different vibe versus the traditional Endwalker story that we're used to. Definitely a kind of like a holiday vibe. Just listen to the soundtrack, I think that's very evident. He mentioned that after going through the entire Hydaelyn Zodiac experience, it's time for a break. And in the background, you can see the boat that's traveling to a brand new continent, right? And Yoshi-P confirmed that this brand new place that we'll be exploring is essentially the New World, a place also known as Tural. And reading the title here, it seems like
there's one thing I'm going to stop him right here. The one thing that I hope with this new area, new world, I hope it's actually one big like continent. Like all the zones are there. Because at least lately, seems like every expansion that we get different areas and different, like it's all over kind of place. Kind of because like Stormblood was like, we got the east part, but then we also got a little bit of what's the main continent by Thanalan there. We got like, Rugger's Reach over there and stuff like that. But I'm hoping for this expansion that it is just one big zone. Let's say there's like 5 zones there or whatever, but it's just the one area. I think that would be really cool. It's something new. And they are saying new world, right? So I'm hoping that'd be, I just think it'd be really cool, a little bit different and everything, that all the new places, all the new zones is just this one big place. And hopefully. I'm hoping.
we will help to determine who is Tural's next ruler as well. So alongside Alphino, Alize, and Erenville, the Warrior of Light will embark on a new journey to help in finding a new successor. There's also a rumor on this adventure we might stumble upon these gates of a City of Gold in this contest for the next succession.
This gives me like ARR vibes. Because like ARR, we're just kind of an adventurer. And I wonder if it'll be like the same. I wonder if you guys are gonna feel like that this is gonna be kind of the ARR vibes. Like we're doing this adventure stuff. There's like primals showing up. We're doing the primal thing. Maybe this is like we're out and exploring, right? We're doing things, whatever. But then there's like this, shadow or whatever, in the background like this. I know ARR though had the Empire technically already there and stuff like that, but like it didn't. It slowly built up to it. So I'm wondering if this expansion will do that too. Whatever the new threat is going to be, coming or lingering, or maybe we find treasure or something and it opens up a portal or something. We do something that something comes. Because I'm wondering what are we going to do? I think they talk about it a little bit. Are we going to do another like 10-year story? I think Ishpi said he's not like confirming that it's going to be that. But I'm really curious what's going to happen overall. So.
GP also said that the Scions that we know of will be divided into groups.
Civil
the
War
Scions will be split into 2 opposing groups, but it's up to us to find out eventually who's our own allies and who's our so-called friendly rival.
Do you think we're going to be able to get to choose between the Scions? I mean, if we do, I'm going Y'shtola. All right. Anywhere Y'shtola goes, I go. If we get to choose. I don't know if we get to choose or not, but if we do, Y'shtola.
In this competition. He teased the crowd a little by asking the question who we think is the smartest amongst all the Scions. I won't get into it in this video.
That's a tough one.
Analysis separately. And he mentioned that the theme of the expansion is centered around discovery. And he said, as usual, they have some surprises in store for us. So he said to keep our expectations high. And he said on stage, even if he said that we are just gonna give the Warriors of Light a summer vacation, no one would really believe him. There's definitely a plot twist somewhere. It's for us to find out. Might be related to some of the questions on screen here. What does the contest for finding a successor really entail? And what awaits in the new land of Tural? And what is the truth behind the City of Gold? I don't think the answer is Ascians anymore. Actually, on everyone's mind.
Yeah, I hope they don't do Ascians.
What does Tural entail? And to illustrate geographically, he starts with the broad overview of Eon.
Yeah, his map is getting big.
As of now. And the location of this brand new continent is towards the southwest. Starting with a tease, what is the brand new hub city? And the brand new city is called Tuliyolau. Kind of rolls off the tongue after
Tuliyolau.
But it's based
I don't know. I'm going to say that wrong every time.
Which is a part of Tural. And clearly this is the concept art that they have. And some eagle-eye audiences out there, you might have noticed that the outline of the entire capital city is basically in the key art. The one that Yoshitaka Amano designed, the very first logo that you see at the start of this video. The first thing Yoshipi mentioned is that this entire capital city, you can notice that it's kind of backwards in terms of maybe technology or development. And Tuliyolau is essentially the seat of the federal nation state that governs Tural. And we know that the ruler of this place is a 2-headed Mamulja named Gulu Jaja. And he said that the Scions are participating in
a fun name
to essentially find a successor to this current ruler. And he mentioned that this is not the only city that will be visiting in this entire brand new continent, the new world.
There's usually always 2.
For a later date. He doesn't want to spoil us too much at this point in time. And they already have some working screenshots. This is essentially the new harbor of the capital city, and he wanted to draw our attention to a few things. Firstly, the graphical improvements that is very visible in the screenshot, in-game screenshot by the way. He said that the shadows are way more defined, and you will also notice a lot more objects being...
Yeah, the graphical update looks good. It looks clean.
Increase the object limit. Here's another example, a bit of like Hawaiian vibes, tropical vibes. You can see like...
Yeah, I'm digging it. It's a pretty big town.
The shore and the coastline. But again, you notice the very much defined shadow. Seems like the vegetation are also better, but I'll dive into it in a separate video. He said this is further into the city, away from the harbor. This is the marketplace where everything, happens. There's a third screenshot. Turayalo.
Yo, I hope we get boats, man. That'd be sick if we got a boat. I doubt it, but hey, I'm hoping, right? I'm hoping. But yeah, the graphical update looks really, really good. It just looks way more clean. I think he's going to talk about it a little bit later, but it was definitely a lot more clean. It looks better. I don't know. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good.
At night. Again, you get some resort vibes here.
Yeah,
next
the
up,
shading's better.
The brand new zones you'll be visiting is the new world after all. And he showcased the screenshot. This
sounds really cool.
In Yogg-Tural as well. That's basically the region where the capital city
is. It's very mountainy.
And this zone is called Yuko Pacha. Might have totally butchered that, but you will notice like what's special.
No, quazii. I think you got it, man.
Side there. And he mentioned this entire zone is home to people who are exceedingly large and also unusually small.
It said giants.
And in a long, long time ago, this used to be, the heart of the Giants' empire. But this empire now stands in ruins, very far away from their glory days. He then showcased the very first screenshot of Uko Pachal. He mentioned that they spent a lot of time basically optimizing the atmosphere near the mountain. You can see a bit of a...
Yeah, it's very mountain ridgy.
Appearance here. That's definitely deliberate. He also mentioned that the shadows are way more defined. You can see it from this arc structure over here. But on top of that, I think the vegetation also looks way better. He didn't mention that, but it's something I noticed. Second screenshot, a different angle of the entire settlement and civilization.
It looks way more
Just
clean.
From the shape of the houses, you can tell this is kind of a unique civilization. And Yoshipi then officially called out that a new graphical upgrade allows them to do plants like that, right? Clearly defined plants with very special textures, way more defined textures actually.
Hey, the plants look really good, all right? But no, seriously though, this is gonna be awesome. It's just gonna look better. It's better for the game. I hope we get to see maybe at next Fan Fest or Japan Fan Fest. I'm really curious to see older zones and what they look like. Personally, I would definitely like to see, especially like Uda. I'm hoping. I doubt this is gonna happen, but I would love to see like Ulda, especially the Ulda town. I'd like to see that as one zone, like one town zone, right? And I would like to see Thanalan, Limsa, and the forest area. Why can't I not think of it? But anyways, I was hoping that those would all be one big zones eventually. 'Cause I get it back in the day when they made them that like it's split into like four. I think it was four. Like Thanalan has the north, west, east, whatever. Four or five, I can't remember. But it'd be cool if that was all one zone. And it'd be really cool if it was all one zone and the town was in there. That'd be really cool. But I don't know. I don't know if it'll be this expansion. Maybe that'd be my wish for the next few expansions, that they would connect those zones and just make it into one big zone. But we'll have to see. I don't know. I mean, they went back and redid all the dungeons so you can do single player through them and stuff like that, and made those a lot better, and even the early dungeons a lot better, in my opinion. So I don't know. We'll have to see.
And he said this is only possible thanks to the new graphical upgrade. And this is the third screenshot that he showed of Yuko Pachal. And
the buildings look really good.
Buildings, the texture on the buildings. I guess you can see even on the roof, right? This is kind of like, can I call it grass-like, hay-like kind of texture? And
looks
the
really good.
Really looks good. But he said that he will dive into more details regarding the graphical engine later. Another different zone called Yaktel.
There's an airship there.
Very thick forest by origins, and you can access this from the capital city of Tuliyollal by essentially taking this flight transportation over the southeastern mountains. And he said that this entire zone has two distinct levels. That's what the text is alluding to here, I think. So then this is foliage that the forest floor sees little sunlight, and I guess the upper parts of this entire area, as you can see here, probably has a bit more civilization and structures. This is the home to the settlements of the Tural Throfgas and Mamuja, and it comes with cerulean ponds and springs.
We didn't get to see the female Hrathgar. Did I remember watching chat and everyone's like, yo, where's female Hrathgar? Female Hrathgar. It seems like we probably won't get it probably till next Fan Fest, right? So, but yeah, this is really cool. I like that we're going to see the homeland of Hrathgar.
This is a photo at sunset, and he said, look at the greenery, right? Look at the grass, and look at the trees.
Looks good.
Really, he's very pleased with the graphical upgrades and the ability.
And I think it's going to look better in-game. Like, these pictures, I don't think it does full justice. So I'm hoping maybe next Fan Fest or the Japan one, that he actually goes in game. I don't know if he does that. If you guys, this is my first live Fan Fest. But I'd love to see in game what it actually looks like. Because like pictures, I mean, it doesn't really, I don't think it gives full justice to it. But it's definitely better.
Able to bring with regards to vegetation. Second screenshot, this one is a bit more from a bird's eye view. This
the fog's
one
cool.
At sunset.
I like the fog.
The fog in the background. He said the brand new allied tribes, although he jokingly said, wait, why is the Namazu in front? He said we'll meet many of them, but he just wants to focus on
who's going to get punted.
The keynote, in this case, the Pelu Pelu. So apparently the Pelu Pelu are always seen with their mask on, and they have like unique masks. Their characteristics.
Okay, when I seen these guys and the way the live letter was going and seeing like the place and everything, like it's very beachy and stuff, I'm like, yo, are we actually getting Blitzball? Because I'm getting Final Fantasy X vibes right now. I'm like, are we actually going to get Blitzball? All right.
Is they are natural entrepreneurs by trade,
but
and
Yoshi P said no.
Said that they might try and sell you something when they see you. And apparently they are net exporters of tea, coffee, and mezcal. He said on stage, that's a very brief introduction to Tural. They naturally have a lot of other secrets up their sleeves.
Like merchants.
And I'm sure we'll cover that on this channel. And now he wants to talk about the key features that's coming to the entire expansion in 7.0. And we got confirmation of the level cap
level 100
from level 90 to level 100. We are now 3 digits warriors of light. And actually he gave a shout out to everyone, to which the Vegas crowd was very appreciative of, and he said that, well, thanks to everyone, it's only possible we got to level 100 because of everyone's support. And no surprises to everyone, but
the thing with level 102 is that Yoshi P did say before that he doesn't want to go beyond 100, which I agree. I think it's a good choice. It's just I don't know what they're gonna do if we do not level. The only thing I can think of is maybe they do what Guild Wars 2 does, where the story just continues, we're the same level. But then do you add new abilities? Do you swap around? Do you just like redesign some classes or whatever? Because you know, with leveling, you always get like a new ability or something like that. But I am with Yoshi P. I do not think we should go past level 100. I remember in World of Warcraft, it was just kind of getting silly with like 110. I think it went up to 120 before they rescaled down. I think level 100 is bad. So I'm just wondering if like we're going to continue a story and then we just don't have to worry about leveling anymore. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. So very, very curious. Because I do like leveling as part of the game. But I mean, I guess if you just get new classes, then you just have to level up the new classes. And then leveling you don't have to worry about anymore. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Or they're going to be something like a sub-level or something. I don't know. What do you guys think, honestly? Like, well, I'm really curious in the comments. What do you think they're going to do at level 100? Maybe it's too early. Because that's going to be not this expansion, but the next expansion we're going to have to talk about and what they're going to do. But I'm very curious if any of you guys have any ideas what they would do for the level 100. Or what would you like them to do, I guess. But yeah, here we go.
There was still a very loud cheer in the veins.
Wait, did Quasi change his pictures in the background? Wasn't this you Shoal on that back here, Quasi? He's got Naruto ones now. Maybe it's because he's doing a lot of WoW content and 14 content. He's like, or maybe he's just a Naruto fan. But I'm just curious. I was like, wait a minute, he's got a different background, or maybe he's moving. I don't know. I don't know what Quasi's been up to. So, but yeah.
Audience when he said new jobs are coming, and just to be clear, not just one. He confirmed there will be 2 new jobs that's coming in the expansion. And he said he can't tell.
Which I just made a video about. If you want to check it out, I did a deep dive on the multiple jobs. But yeah.
Us exactly what the 2 jobs are today, but naturally you can expect the remaining FanFest to kind of give us a hint of what those are. And he confirmed that there's 1 melee DPS as well as a caster range DPS. And he said at this point he wanted to take off his jacket because it's getting really hot. And we all know from past Fan Festival, his shirt basically allows us to have a clue to what the new job is.
Take the shirt off, man. Take the shirt off.
Which Yoshi P then reveals he's wearing a Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt. Naturally, speculations has arrived. I'll leave that for another video. It's confirmed that the core battle content will make a return. The stuff that we're familiar with, raids, hunts, treasure hunts, questing, side quests, they're all returning. There'll be brand new dungeons for you to adventure in. Naturally, also in its resplendent new graphical overhaul. And he mentioned that maybe they can share a bit more details at the next FanFest regarding these new dungeons.
That'd be cool to see what they look like.
Fight, right? We can't fight Asians all the time, and that arc has kind of concluded already.
New threats.
And he said he would just show us one of the bosses, and apparently this is one of the bosses that we are fighting. Kind of like a mythical.
Isn't this in another Final Fantasy game? I haven't played all of them.
And he said this is the legendary Valigar Manda. Duty support will continue to the new expansion. All the dungeons will come with duty support, so you can basically play this single player, right? And adventure alongside your favorite scions and companions. And he alluded to the fact that there actually is plans to add duty support to more content other than dungeons.
Yeah, the trials.
Early in the cycle, and maybe for another day he'll share that with us. There'll also be brand new gears and recipes for us to basically craft and to collect, and you can see a bit of the vibes from all the characters behind here. Definitely more of a tropical, adventure-ish, jungle, trekking kind of attire. And he said in the 7.x series of the new expansion, there'll be new lifestyle content similar to, you know, them introducing Island Sanctuary as a lifestyle.
What would this be? What would this be? Expensive new lifestyle content. What would you do that is different from Island Sanctuary? Expansion, new lifestyle content. I actually don't know. I'm very curious what this means. We're not going to get into like an Island Sanctuary 2, I don't think. I mean, it's brand new and they're continuing updating it. So I don't know exactly what this would be. Yeah, I'm not sure.
And to 14 in the 6.x patches. And your favorite PvE content types are all coming back with new variant dungeons, new alliance raids,
ultimates,
player raids that we're familiar with,
even though I haven't done any
ultimates. Yoshi mentioned there'll be brand new updates to PvP as well. New maps for all the content that we're familiar with in PvP. Did
he say new maps at all? So the PvP update, I'm really curious if we're still getting that idea that Yoshi P had with Blue Mage Battle Royale. That'd be sick. There's a Blue Mage update here. But I'm very curious with PvP update. Honestly, for me, for PvP, I would just want more battlegrounds, more fun modes to do. Like, I'd love to see like a capture the flag. Then capture the flag would be nice, or just like any kind of honestly, a siege battle would be sick. But I don't know if 14 is there or if they could do that. But I would love to see like attack and defend like siege battle. I like Stranded the Ancients back in World of Warcraft time. I thought that was actually really fun to play. Something like Siege would be really cool if they ever put it in. I just want to see more battlegrounds, more modes to do. And with PvP update, I was hoping at 6.5 they would say it, but I'm hoping we get Team Q for Crystal Conflict. There's so many times, especially even like newer players, they want to like, hey, I want to play PvP with you and do rank, but it's like, well, we can't do rank. We have to do, there's only solo rank. So I really would like team rank, and I think that would, I want like 2s and 3s. I think they should just do 2s and 3s queue. Maybe don't even do 5s. Don't even do like pre-made 5s. Pre-made 5s can be like custom matches, but I think they should do 2s and 3s queues. So you can either play with one friend or 2 friends. I think they should start out with that, and I think that would be awesome. So hopefully that comes, because there's so many times my friends want to join, especially that haven't played too much 14, but they're like, oh, I want to play PvP because they like PvP games. But it's like, no, you only have solo rank queue, and they don't want to play normal because a lot of people like rank. So I don't know. That's what I'm hoping. So
They won't neglect ongoing content that will continue to be refreshed. Blue Mage will continue to get love with updates. Hildebrand will also return for inconceivably further Hildebrand adventures, alongside new plans for deep dungeons as well.
What is this going to mean? New plans for deep dungeons? I have no idea. What would they want to do? Because I really like deep dungeon. Yeah, I don't know. New plans for deep dungeons. It's not saying that we are getting a new deep dungeon. It says new plans for deep dungeon. We're gonna add some new stuff. It's gonna be like even more randomized stuff. I don't know. Kind of curious actually.
As an update to the Gold Saucer.
Diving
into the graphical overhaul, like something that he clearly is very proud of in terms of his team's work and how far
a lot of work.
It's very apparent when he talked
about
the
big game.
He kept talking about how good things look right now. So the first key point he mentioned is that they don't want the graphical upgrade to just be object specific, like just to the characters or the objects on screen. They want it to be a screen-wide aesthetic appeal. So across the entire broad picture on your screen, you should be able to see it very evidently. They'll be introducing higher resolution textures and shadows, very apparent from the screenshots, and there'll be better material qualities, like you will notice it in certain metallic surfaces, and maybe I think even fabric, like cloth materials, will also look a lot more realistic. Firstly, you want to show us the new characters that will be
a lot more clean
in our graphics engine, right? And you can basically see the comparison over here, and you can see over here, like this is a brand new overhaul. Like things are way more defined, right?
Some people are like, oh, there's not much difference. I'm like, I don't think there's gonna be a massive difference, but there is a difference. It's more cleaner. It just looks a little bit better. I don't think we're ever gonna see like some crazy. I mean, the hair is definitely a lot better, but like, I don't know. Some people, I thought they were like, oh, it looks the same. I'm like, it's just clean. All right, it's just better. It's a little bit better. All right.
Shots from previous.
It's not gonna be crazy.
These visual upgrades for characters. The eyes look a lot more lively. They reflect light.
It ain't gonna be Final Fantasy 16.
And, the upgrades are visible across all the different types of races, your favorite races. Also, you notice like I think
plus lightning does a lot more.
Right? It's also way better. You mentioned materials are also improved in terms of the way they look in the game, and they prepared this video that you see on screen.
Yeah, it just looks brighter. It looks way better.
Reflective textures are also way more defined in terms of how.
I guess this is technically they did show this area, I guess, but I would like to see the outdoor area of all these older zones.
The various cutscenes, it's also very evident that there's a bit more saturation, a bit more exposure. The light, you can see like clearly like the reflective texture of the metallic surface.
Actually, if we go back here,
the light, you can see like clearly like
you can see that lighting is actually going like through this windows. I don't think that happens in 14 right now. But yeah, you can see lighting actually over here. I guess I'm a little bit in the way, but if you look here,
reflective
this lighting right here is shining through. So like lighting's doing a pretty big job.
Texture of the metallic surfaces, that's very, very obvious. So not just materials, Yoshi P was also very proud to say that vegetation has also been
This looks the biggest difference by far.
You can see clearly
by far.
Again, very big part, right? Like it's a bit more exposure.
It just looks a lot better.
And it's not just like randomly looking AI generated grass.
Like El Meg looks amazing.
A lot of definition to them, right? You can see the color pop, right? As well as just the contrast in terms of color.
Very, very good.
Pretty much overhauled. And again, you can see a bit of the mist fog.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, actually, I didn't really see that. I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to look at the castle, look through, but yeah, good thing quasi, but yeah, there's actual, like, fog. The fog must be, like, a new system for them, for, like, the graphical update. That's really cool. Yeah, this just looks a lot better. Lot better. Elmec looks really good. Even the castle looked a lot more cleaner.
They also showed in the screenshot, so it's kind of nice. And UShiP said if you compare the left and the right, you can see like the grass and obviously the flora and fauna on the right here just doesn't look very appealing in our GPO screenshots. He said that is a problem of the old now. Going forward, it looked like the ones on the left, and there's a huge quality of life improvement, I guess. And he moved on to talk about system updates, and one of the loudest cheers in the room
this was the biggest thing.
Per gear piece. He's basically increasing the customization you can have on each piece of gear in terms of how you dye it. The true endgame for Final Fantasy XIV just got way harder. Brand new glamour eyeglasses. A new type of gear, he said, that can be equipped alongside headgear. Alongside new eyeglasses, we will get an increase in limit in terms of furnishing to the cheers of the crowd who is very into housing.
Yeah, this is probably the biggest announcement. Well, maybe not, I guess. Technically, the other one later on, I think he'll go over it. But this is probably like the most hype people were for like these system updates, which is, it is really cool. The 2-dyed system is really cool. Eyeglasses, there's more customization. Glamour is the end game, the true end game. And yeah, I mean, this was big. This is really cool. Really, really cool.
And UShiP said, alongside the graphical upgrade, naturally there'll be higher demands for your system requirements for this game.
Yep.
On the left on screen here is basically the basic requirements that's needed to run.
I'm thinking about getting a new computer next year.
I think
it's almost time.
Really get the maximum out of the brand new graphical overhaul. And he confirmed that there'll be PlayStation 4 support. He assured people not to worry, you don't have to upgrade to your PlayStation 5.
So far. Eventually PS4 is going to have to go though.
And UShiP also announced a brand new system update. You can see something that is themed as the strategy board.
This is cool.
This is similar to a toolbox that I think some of you raiders probably know well. And it's clear you can start putting schematics on an actual diagram in-game, and I'm sure you can share it with your static or your party members. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sounds like you can use this as sequences for where to move in raids to solve certain mechanics. It's clear that this is a step towards making sure that the game is sufficient so people don't rely on
stuff. We need chat bubbles though. I was waiting for chat bubbles. We don't have chat bubbles yet. I just feel like chat bubbles would make, because like people love RPing in the game. Man, like, and then especially like I feel like if a new player, I don't know what it is, man. I like chat bubbles, especially in WoW and other games like that. Like when you go into a town and people aren't talking, it's really, you don't see it because it's in the corner, right? It's in the bottom corner over here. You know, it's the chat box is over there. But like when you actually walk in the town and you see people chatting and you see a bunch of chat bubbles above their name, it just feels more alive. And I think we really need chat bubbles in the game because it just makes the experience, especially a new player walking in, they're like, oh wow, this town is alive. Because like, I don't know, not everyone pays with the chat box down here, you know. You're not really paying attention, but like when you're walking through it and you see everyone chatting and their chat bubbles are going up, you know, it just feels like more of the town is alive and stuff like that. Even when you see all the people, the town does look alive, but it just even more like people are just doing things. You're like, oh, what are they talking about? What is, they want to, you know, go do this raid, you know, or whatever, you know, chat's going on. But I don't know. I think chat bubbles would be a huge, and maybe there still is a chance. He didn't announce. They're not announcing everything. This is the first fan fest. Maybe there's still a chance. We'll see. This is huge too.
All his announcement for 7.0, he quickly covered there's one more big patch coming for Endwalker 6.5. And with that, the free trial will be expanded up to Stormblood. So you get additional value from just being a free player in Final Fantasy XIV. Tell your friends. And apparently you also announced a collaboration with
Yeah, before this here, the Stormblood trial, very big. Very, very big. Like, which someone did say that now you should be able to do the first ultimate, right? In Stormblood. You guys will have to comment down below if I'm wrong about that, but I think Stormblood has the first ultimate. So free trials can now play even an ultimate, which is like insane, and all the raids that you can do, all the trials you can do. Like, it's in a lot of content that you can do for free. And I think it's a genius idea that they're doing it. Now this year, the Fall Guys, I did not put this on my bingo board. I did not think this would be the crossover we're getting, but hey, well, let's let Quasi here.
It's themed after Final Fantasy 14. You can see like people in the Namazu costume, the Gobu costume, the Chocobo costume. So you can see here, Warriors of Light Fame Pass. And because it's a collaboration, there's also a Fall Guys crossover within the 14
which is funny.
Itself, in development, as you can see from in-game screenshots here. And here's the in-game Fall Guys segment.
Let's go.
With the Warriors of Light navigating through an obstacle course. People are memeing that this is.
How's this guy walking right here?
As you can see from the schematics here, there's some PvE mechanics that is familiar to you folks. Will be making a return in the Fall Guys mini game within Final Fantasy 14. And he confirmed this is coming to the Ghost Saucer. We'll get to play it in a patch
6.5x.
5x. So before 7.0 essentially. He then invited Phil Spencer on stage.
Okay.
And it sounds like.
So these last two announcements did not put my bingo board, did not see coming, especially Xbox here. I'll let Quasi actually finish up, and then I'll say.
14 is coming to the Xbox.
This is crazy, actually.
You know, Microsoft and gaming and Phil Spencer. And there you have it, confirmation that 14 is coming to the Xbox. And that was pretty much everything that was announced.
So with the Xbox thing, I think is massive. I don't know why people were like upset. I guess this maybe they're just Sony fanboys or whatever. Because me, I don't care. I used to be part of the console war thing. I used to care about that when I was younger. Now I don't care. I don't know. To me, it's just like we get more players. People get to try it out more. I just didn't think this was going to happen, especially with Microsoft buying Blizzard. Because I thought like, oh, Sony would try it too. And now I know Sony doesn't own Square Enix or anything like that. But I'm kind of glad that they got this in, that 14 will be on the Xbox. Because now, even if Sony did get it, I don't think they'll ever change it. I kind of think it's like a set in stone deal. So that's cool. That's awesome. I'm very excited that Xbox players are coming to the game. I think that's great. More people, more fun. I think 14 is one of the most impressive, especially, I think it's the most impressive MMO in the market, as in, because like it has crossplay. Something that I wish ESO had was crossplay, but they don't. They have their own separate servers. They're separate from the PC version. I wish that they were crossplay. But yeah, like 14 is just really impressive when it comes to full crossplay. And like now you can play it in pretty much any version of the game. And it's an MMO they can actually like play. Like, because everyone's like, oh, there's too many buttons or whatever. But like 14 just found a way to do it. And I played it on my PlayStation 5 and stuff like that. And it works pretty darn good. So I don't know. It's just really cool. I'm excited for Xbox players to join. I'm excited that maybe eventually I'll get it on my Xbox. I have it on the PlayStation and I have it on PC. Maybe eventually I'll get it on my Xbox as well. But yeah, very excited. I did not put this on my bingo board at all. I did not think Xbox would happen. I know people have been mentioning that, they've been wanting it on Xbox, but it just didn't seem like it was ever going to. They've talked about it. Like Yoshi P has said, like, oh, I would love, to, eventually. I don't want to say eventually, but he was like, it'd be cool, if it was on Xbox. But it was never really, that was like the only answer we really got. And then it finally happened. So that was massive, very massive. Let's see what Quasi says here for the ending here.
At the NA FanFest for the keynote of Yoshi P's, the highlight of which is definitely the 7.0 teaser, Dawntrail. And there'll be many more news coming down the line, especially with the FanFest still continuing into the weekend.
October.
So don't worry, I will definitely keep you
up. And yeah, at this time,
so
yeah.
Make sure you're subscribed to this channel.
He probably did one for 6.5.
Don't want to miss the updates. Thanks for watching. I will see
Subscribe.
you soon.
Okay, Quasi, great job, man. Great job. Yes, make sure to follow Quasi here. Right here, Quasi Final Fantasy. He changed the name. It's Final Fantasy 14 now, which is good, because he's got a couple channels. He's got a WoW channel, and now he's got the 14 channel. Make sure I will put it in this video in the description as well, so that you guys can watch it as well. But I think he did a really good job. Thank you for doing this, Quasi. This is a very good video. He nailed everything that they announced. Everything, so very good. And yes, hopefully you guys enjoyed my reaction to it and my points and everything that I think about the FanFest, the first FanFest. But yeah, The only thing that I want to say is, I guess we just didn't get any new big game features yet. Kind of like, Endwalker has the variant and criteria dungeons, and like Island Sanctuary, like the two new ones. But I'm wondering if we're gonna get that later in like FanFest 2 there, the Europe FanFest. If he's gonna announce like new big game features, because I'm very curious. Like he did kind of say like we got the new island lifestyle or lifestyle content. I don't know exactly what that is. So maybe that is one of the new ones. I think even in the media questions or whatever, he did say that there was a new battle content thing coming out. So I think we will, but I don't know, unless you guys know if they announce it in the Europe one, probably in the Japan one. I imagine by Japan they're going to announce everything. So, but yeah, I'm very curious what we're going to get in the next one. So yeah, I'm very, very, very excited. And I don't know, maybe this is going to be one of the biggest expansions of Final Fantasy 14, especially with the discovery and everything like that. So I don't know. I can keep talking about this, but yeah, I'm very excited. 14 looks insane. Yeah, and I can't wait to get more into see what new jobs we are exactly going to get next FanFest. So anyways, thanks for watching. Man, I talked a lot, but if you guys want to hit that subscribe button, comment down below. What are your thoughts about the whole Dawntrail thing? Or the Dawntrail trail. Oh my god, I've been saying it wrong. Dude, Dawntrail. Dude, it gets me every time. It gets me every time. Anyways, you guys are probably gonna comment down below too, like, oh, it's Dawntrail, not Dawntrail. I just realized that I've been saying it that way. But anyways, if you guys want to comment down below, make sure you say it right, Oldish. What are you doing? No. Anyways, yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts overall. What are you most excited about? That'd be cool if you guys wanted to comment down below. If you guys want to follow me at twitch.tv/oldish22, if you guys want to watch me play Final Fantasy 14 or Path of Exile, those are my two main games. But it is just a channel about MMOs, ARPGs, but I only have time for these two games right now. I'd like to eventually expand and go deeper into other MMOs, but right now I'm just focusing on 14 a lot. Then PoE is just like my second favorite. It's my second favorite game, so I like playing that a lot. But I don't really do I don't really cover content for PoE right now. Maybe I will in the future. I do have another channel where I will talk about like PoE stuff and like just other games in general. On my other channel, but right now I'm just focusing on this channel. So if you like Final Fantasy 14 content, hit that sub button. And if you guys care, if you guys like anime, I have an anime podcast called Because Anime. You guys can find it on Spotify, YouTube, and pretty much anywhere you can find a podcast, it is there. That'd be awesome if you guys want to check that out. And you can get all my hot anime takes out there, which I got a few. But yeah, anyways, I'm not gonna make this video any more longer. It is a pretty long video, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all on the next one. Adios.